Okay. Now, is my screen still showing, right? Okay, good. Good. So I'm doing two screen recording. I'm sharing two screen at a time. So I'm sharing Google Meet, likewise from YouTube. So um, I don't know if you've actually gone through to this level. This is where we stopped. We stopped at tables. So, and when we talk about tables, tables entails rows and columns. Likewise, cell. So, most times, though we've done this table in the good. So, and in naming cells too, each cell you find their name here. The same thing, tables too. Most times tables, let's say control A. This table now, the naming you see find it here. I forgot to show to include it in this thing. Like this one now, in this workbook, this table, the name of this table is table 4. This is why you can see it here. You can see my cursor, right? So if you should click on that, you see other tables that are there. You can see different tables. This is table, extra credit is a table. Fruit, there's a table called fruit. It might be a table, it might not be a table. So, but most times this extra credit now, if I should click on it, so it should take me to where extra credit is here. So that shows you different functionality that you can find. But this is not where I'm on table 4. All right. So now after this, where we are going today now, I'm just trying to what we're going to do today is drop down and analyze. If possible, we can get to chat. So this drop down. Now, let's say you uh is that here. Over. Now, if you are in let's say you are selling goods and services. Now you are selling uh let's say or you are in a you own a supermarket. And you have items. There are some items at under the group of, let's say, groceries. Some are let's say creams, other cosmetics. Some are under uh, grains. So all those things now, for you to group them. So this is where drop down comes into play. Now in this table that we have now, we have this produce, produce again, bakery, deli, meat. This group now, every of these categories, these veggies, fruit, birds, one of them, each individual will fall under one of these three category. I don't know if you're getting me. I'm still on table, sorry, let me check to drop down. So I should have been in the drop down. Now, I'm coming, drop down. So each of these food now, these are food items, right? All these food items. So we are going to group them, at least do something like make them to fall under a particular group. Now in this instruction, we say that we want only 3 departments valid for all of these things. Now, 3 departments, only 3 departments would be valid. Any of these things will fall under one of the 3 departments. This is where drop down list comes in. So once you want to do drop down list, what you have to do is that the length of this thing now, eh, the opposite aspect, which is the department here. Yes, yes, I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording through YouTube. Direct. Yeah, direct YouTube. I'm recording through YouTube. Mm. So now, If I to no, I have several method of recording. So, but I just if I'm going live like this, that I want it to be instant. That's why I'll use YouTube. Now, if I want to make a drop down now, based on this instruction, I just have to force at the front of this thing, this one, the button now, this column, I have to highlight every. Once I highlight everything, all this column. So I'll now go to this data tab. You know our tab now, file tab, home tab, insert tab. So this data tab is where we come to. Once you get to this data tab, you now move to the data tools. Under this data tools is where you see data validation. This one, you can see my cursor here, is data validation. If you click on the drop down, you see data validation, circle invalid data, clear invalid data. It is this data validation that we need, and it's one that we will click. Once we click on it now, it will now bring this pop. This pop now is saying that we should allow any value, not any value. Here we are looking for list. That's why you click on this. Oh, under data validation. It's not showing, right? Oh my God. What is happening? Okay. Can you just try on your own screen? Let's see if it will show on your own Excel. Yes. So under data validation is show. Then you enter like settings input message error. So this allow any value is the one that is there by default. Once you click the drop down at the front of that any value, you will see whole number, decimal, list, time, and the rest. It is list that we need. We just click on this the list. Once we click on the list, then the source now. The source here, what it means is that all those things that we want to list, what are those things that we want to list? So in this place, we will now enter those three things that we want them to be under, which is produce, meat, and bakery. Everything we have, it will be separated with comma. So I will type them one after the other. Produce, produce, comma, then space. The second one, meat, meat, comma, then space. The last one, which is bakery, bakery. So once I'm done, I have to type this one because it is not a table. Either they are in table, they just go and pick them in table. Now that I've typed them, I'll click on OK. So once I click on OK, now here, the first one now, if I should click on it, can you see that there is small arrow? You can see small arrow now at the front of this. It has turned to list. If I should click on this small arrow now, it will show me the three things that I just input. So the same thing goes to other columns. Under the beef now, let's say if beef is under meat, right? I'll click meat. This apple is under produce. I'll click produce. So this is how this one is good when you are doing when you are trying to set up a data. When you're trying to gather data, or you're trying to set up a catalog for maybe this market or petty traders. Most people want people can give them this thing that they have a lot of items, but they know, oh, this thing belongs to this category of category, so they can say, okay, oh, at least in the produce, so this is actual amount I earn. Not that for apple I earn this, for banana I earn this. They actually want to know what they actually earn at the larger level, not at the lowest level. So this is the work of drop down. Another alternative now is this one, where you first make a table of those drop down. You make a table. Now, these three now, as they are here now, they are not yet a table. They've not become a table because what will make you know a table is that at the top of it, you see like something like a drop down. If you have watched the previous video on table, I made mention of it. Then in creating a table, by now you have know that shortcut of it, Control T. When you just click any of the cell, Control T. Once you click on Control T, it encapsulates everything. Then you click on OK. By clicking on OK now, so it shows that we are this thing is now a table. It shows that this thing is now a table. So now that it is a table, what we have to do now is that we want to make sure that any of these things belong to one out of these three, just as done the other way around. So, but we don't want to use method I used before. I want to use this easier method. The reason for using this table is that at times, at long run, you you might want to add more to your drop down list. You might want to add more. Once you, if you are to do the first method, then it might cause error. That's why using a table is the best approach. So in this case now, we've created a table. So what we now have to do is that the same way we do that, we select everything at the front of our items. So once we have selected it, we now go to the data validation again, data tab. So this is that tab. Then we go to data validation. You see data validation. Now at this data validation, it will bring allow value. Instead of that any value, you just click on list, just as we did the other time, list. So once we click on list now, so I'll now click on the first arrow, that arrow that pops up to show the location of my data. So this data now select everything from the beginning to sorry, I'll select from here. I'll select this table, this three table. Once I select this list of items under my table, it will show the range of that table from table F32 to F34 is one I pick. Then click on OK. Now that I've clicked on OK, here again, as part of this department, all of them has now gotten this drop down arrow to choose from. Apple is under produce, beef is under meat, banana is under produce as well. So this is how it goes. It goes till the last of the item. Are you with me, sir? Now, I want you to share me your screen. I want you to also demonstrate it to me. Let me see if you are actually. If I thought that you didn't get uh, my screen is not showing well, so I want you to share your screen so that I can see how you end. So it won't be that I'm the only one that is okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. And you are muted if you don't know. Listen, okay? Maybe she didn't know that she's muted. Let's go back because of her. Once she's online. I, okay, 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 okay. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. So this is how drop down works. So this is how drop down works. So based on the all this data now, here you can read more, you can learn more from this link. It will take you to where you watch other tricks that people use to create those drop down. She's back again. Okay. Okay. Welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Let me go back. Let me just go back because of you. We've done drop down. So let me just recap again for you to see it. So hope you can see my screen tonight. Hope my screen is thank God. Now let me go back. So if you have been following till where we go to the table, now we are doing drop down. I say drop down is mostly used when you have a lot of items and you want to categorize them based on certain groups. So for instance, now here, these are food items. So now we want to categorize them into either produce, meat, or bakery. So this is where drop down list comes into play. This is where drop down list comes into play. Now, come in. I want to undo all my work. Now, first thing is that for us to do a drop down list, we know that these are our food items, right? Now, we now want to create a department for them. Department that we have is produce department, meat department, and bakery department. So now here, what we do is that we first highlight these cells, all these cells. If your data is 1 million, by now, oh, we've not gotten to that area. Let's say your data is like you have like 300 rows. You know, before you can be dragging them down, 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 it will take you a long time. So what you just do is that once you have click on a cell, you click on your sheet. Come here. You click on you hold down your shift then down button. So your shift and control then down. So it should take you to the last place in your column. It will take you to the last place. So here now, based on this thing now, this is the last. It doesn't mean that this is the last, but this is where it meets other table. That's why I stop here. So I'm just trying to use that so that when you have long data, you not be giving yourself a headache of how do I select everything. Once you just click on one cell, hold down your shift and control, then down, take you to the last uh, items on the list. Now, but because this one now we don't have many, so I can just hold and drag them. So once I've dragged the one that I need, so I now go to data tab. I've made mention of tab during our first class. So this is home tab, insert tab, draw. So this is our data tab now. We are on data tab right now. Now under this data tab, we now come back to this data tool. This data tool. See in this data tool, so here you can find data validation. If you click under this small drop down, it will show you three things: data validation, circle invalid data, and clear validation circles. I don't know why it is not showing from your own hand, but once you check it on your own Excel sheet, you see those three things there. You have to click on the data validation. Then a pop-up will come up. A pop-up will come up. So that pop-up now, once it comes up, you will see allow any value. Instead of that any value, there's a drop down beside that any value. You click on it and you now pick the one with list. So once you pick the list, then under the source, you now list the three. The three that I want to do is produce, meat, and bakery. We just have to make them, we have to type them here. Produce, PRODUCE, comma, then space, meat, MEAT, comma, space, then the last bakery, BAKERY. So once I've typed the three now, then I'll just click on OK. So once I click on OK, you see that here, you will see that at the front of Apple, it has shown like something like a drop down. So if I should click on it, it will show me those three to pick anything from it. So apple falls under produce, and this is apple. You click on this next one too, you see the drop down. Anywhere you click, you'll be seeing this drop down to actually pick the one that you feel, oh, this thing falls under this thing, under so. So this is how we do drop down in Excel. Ha! It's like someone is going outside and coming in. Okay, you're all here. Yeah. So come in. Now, and Kem, I don't know if you get this one I just did now. Are you, Mrs. Income? Okay, let me continue. So the next one is using table. If you remember, I said part of what you make you know that this is a table is that you see something like a small at the header. But this one now, it is not, it's not yet a table. For you to make it a table, just click on any cell from it and press Ctrl T. So Ctrl T now is select everything, then I click on OK. I've made it a table. So once I've made this thing a table, the next thing for me to do is that in this place now, hmm, all this all this place, I'll select everything here. Once I've selected them, I'll just go to my data validation as well. Data validation. Then click on everything here. Then inside of any value, I'll choose list as before. Then the source will now be our table. This table, everything here, click on it. Then go back and press OK. So the same thing we did at the top here, but here we use table. Now the reason why the difference between using table and you creating list by yourself is that in table, if you want to add anything more to this thing now, if you want to add more to this thing now, I can just say we have produce, meat, and let's say dairy. All right. So it is now 4. DIARY. It is now 4. Right. So once it is 4 now, let's come here. You can see this thing has been it. So it is easier than you typing it one by one. From here now, once I had one, definitely the others two one that I had too, it will the drop down items here will increase. So that is the benefit of using table as your drop down. Please let me know if there is any question at this point because we are actually moving fast to the D-Day. We're moving fast at a geometric speed. After the next class, you have your first uh, assignment to submit latest by 7 a.m. on Tuesday so that I can mark it before our class. If there is any question, please move to the next uh, topic, next item, which is analyze. So we are getting to data analytics bit by bit. Any question? Okay. Silence means approval. Let's continue. Now here, analyze. We are now on analyze. Analyze. We want to analyze this data. What's to analyze data? So analysis is just a method of spotting uh, insights from your data. So at times you must have data, you just want to put out what is happening in this data. So we call it analysis, quick analysis. So and this is how we do it. Now in this data, now I want to run a quick analysis of this data. So what you're gonna do is that you have to select everything here, everything from the department now. Select everything. Once you select everything here, so now this thing now, if you remember, so it looks like quick fill, but this is not quick fill. This is called quick analysis. So once you click on it, it will show a pop-up. Now see we have formatting, chart, total, table, sparkline. So formatting, let's start with formatting first. In formatting, you can click on this data bar. You can see data bar. Once you click on this data bar, see that it looks at the course, and the higher the course, the longer the bar. I don't know if you are getting me. The higher the course, the longer the bar. Here now, this one, this one, this one. So you can see. Let's try to filter this in an ascending, smallest to largest. You can see 80, 90, 90, 90 and 90. 90 is bigger than 80. So this is how it works. So you are trying to see a quick view of your data. This is what quick analysis entails. Let's select again. Let's select it again. Let's select them again. Quick analysis. So this data bar now, let's say we want to use color. Let's cancel it first. Let's cancel this one first. Clear. We've cleared it. Let's come here now. Let's check for color. Color at times, look at this color now. This color, if you check, just as in exam, in a normal report sheet, we always take red for danger. So when you have red, most time maybe in this color, the highest color, the more the your number, the more green it is. The lower the amount, the more red it is. Hey, look at this 100,000. So is the highest, and you can see that it's very green. And this 10,000 to be the lowest. You can see how dark it is. Followed by 15,000. Can we see 20,000? Okay, 25, 25. That is more lighter. That is more lighter. Yes. Then after 30, we have 35 to 40. Here you can see 40, 40. So through color, so we're trying to actually get the glimpse of our data. So this is what quick data analysis entails for you. Also, if you are to use icon, let's clear this one. If you are to use icon now, just press this again. Icon might be greater, lesser. You can see the smaller one, they are pointing downward. All these one that seems to be at the middle points, like middle values, they are pointing to the side, and the higher numbers are pointing upward. So upward arrow shows higher numbers. The middle arrow shows midpoint, while the downward arrow and red shows the lower number. All right, then you still have the one which entails, let's say you want to do greater down. You can see greater down percentage, top so percentage. What they entail in terms of formatting. Also, let's go down again. Let's go down. Also, here in this chart again, we want to make chart of your data. So let's select everything from the beginning. Let's select everything. Let's select everything. Then I want to make a quick chart. This chart is where I'll click. Once I click on it, see clustered chart. So this clustered now, it takes them based on on months, October, November, December. October are always in blue, November in orange, and December, which is in uh, ash color. Fruits has lowest amount October, the highest at December. Also, desserts. In short, most of our data it shows that this only in veggies that we have people taking it. Let's say that we have highest sales of veggies in November. It's only in November that we have higher sales of veggies. Veggies, that is veggies. But November sales seems to be higher veggies. Then in for sandwich and salad, we have higher sales in the month of October. While for the rest, December desserts, we have more sales in desserts, chicken and beef in December, which is which actually makes sense because those months you see people buying uh, chicken and the likes, beef. So it makes sense. It's cost to definitely this is a real data. I don't know. So these are what this thing entails. What the entails. Quick chat. So if we should go down, should go down. So this is what I've told you this one now. Quick chat. The same thing they here. Select everything. Hmm? So just click anyway, Control Q, then the pop-up will come up and you choose what to do. If the table that you want to make, you click on this table, then you see sum. Once I click on sum, it will sum my table for me. Sum, average, you can see here. If I click sum, you can see, okay, you can see sum. That's sum. You cannot add all this one, that's why it brings error. But sum of October says this one, November, December. So the same thing. Control Z. Then make a spark line. Same thing. Control Q. Then you can see spark lines here. So is this one with or this or this? So anyone with so spark line from here to here to here. So October, November, December. So Control Z. Sorry, we get. Sorry, we get. So this is how all this works. Is there any sorry, Vigo. Sorry, sorry. Now, uh, is there any question, sir? Mr. Abina, is there any question that you would like to ask at this stage? Are you with her? Okay. Sorry. Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm asking. I'm asking. Is there any question at this point that we have? Is there any question based on what we've taught tonight? Okay. Yes, I'm with you. No problem. No problem. Let's. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay, okay. Can we do one more topic? That is charts tonight. Can we include charts to tonight's class? Then we now do pivot table on Monday. I said, can we do charts now? I'm thinking, should we do charts now? Okay, 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 no problem. Now I'll send assignment to the group. Just try your own best to do it the way you can do. So if there is any correction, I'll make the correction. Hmm? If there is any correction, I'll make the correction on the next class. I don't want the work to be too cumbersome, but it should just be a mini assignment. What I'm going to do is that in your you list those food items that you do buy at home. Then categorize them into three different categories. Then make a drop down list for them. That's just what you have to do as assignment. Do you get me? Tell me. Very good. Okay. Now let me type the assignments. Create a list of food items. I'm trying to send the assignment to the group. Um, create a list of food items and group them into three categories using drop down list. Create a group item using drop down list. Using table as a drop down list. Okay. Now there is no any question, right? So I can call it a day. Okay. Okay. So till Monday. Yes. Tuesday, sorry, Tuesday. Please, the assignment before latest should be 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Just try your best to do it. You'll still be needing them in your final project on Excel. Alright. Mm. So have a wonderful day, sir. Bye.